Good morning, America. Good morning, Wisconsin.
This wrap came out of the hot case at the Arco here at the gas station. And the only thing that has any flavor is the wrap, is the tortilla. The bacon somehow and the eggs don't have any flavor.
Well, it's a cool morning, and it's a beautiful morning. Fresh breezes coming off the river, a lot of sunshine. Feels like autumn to me. I don't have a very long day, I don't think. I only have about 30 miles to Prairie du Chien. I don't know if I'm gonna make it any further than that. I'll take a look. Probably be there roughly by noon. And good morning, America. Good morning, Wisconsin. Actually, am I on? Yeah, Wisconsin. Good morning, Wisconsin. Almost in Iowa. Boy, such a nice way to start the day. Get your feet in the pedals and just start moving. Feel the breeze in you and head off to parts unknown. I just love it. It's just the best. Well, I lost the rumble strip and some of the shoulder, so it's going to be a little bit more concentrated kind of riding. Got my flashers on. There's the water. Again, just a channel of the Mississippi. A lot of islands out there. And there's the bridge to Iowa back there. I was thinking about maybe riding on the Iowa side, but I've decided that I'm gonna stick with the Wisconsin side for now. The next bridge is in 30 miles, 25 miles. So once you make a decision on which side of the river you're gonna be on, that's what it is for the next couple hours anyway.
I'd considered a detour into the hills of Wisconsin, but I found myself drawn to the beauty of this father of waters, and so I stayed my course, despite the road being so much busier here along the river.
Gotta tell you, somewhere along the line on our cross-country trip, I picked up a mirror for my bike, and I have to say, this baby is huge. I use it, I probably look at that rearview mirror when I'm riding on these kind of roads, this kind of stuff. There's not a lot of traffic, but you get some big trucks going through here. You want to know what's behind you. I check this rearview mirror probably every 15, 20 seconds. Just give it a glance. I don't get surprised. Here comes a truck right now. Had plenty of preparation for it. If it surprises you, can throw you off a little bit. For bike touring, this rearview mirror is indispensable. Ferryville. Not sure what the big deal is, but they do have like a tourism council and everything.
Who knows what it is that draws us to the things we love? I have no desire to make my home in the Midwest in some small river town or on an idyllic farm with majestic hardwoods surrounding my fields. But in places like this, I feel at home. There's a familiarity and a love of these landscapes. And so I spent my morning loving the scenery around me, the drone of the summer insects, appreciating the glistening humidity on my skin. Perhaps this isn't where I would make a home, but here on my bike, on a beautiful morning in August, I am home. At any rate, I'm exactly where I want to be.
Riding in the morning gives you all these little moments of shade, at least through here where the bluffs are pretty tall. You know, Lady Bird Johnson was right. Having flowers along the highway really does brighten it up, doesn't it? That's why I love bike touring, because you can just pull over and just find the most amazing little moments.
There are so many places like this, abounding beauty hidden in plain view. Few people take the time to appreciate places like the Mississippi Valley for its own sake, and opt instead to drive past on freeways or fly 35,000 feet above. Perhaps that's what makes this place so magical for me. It feels like my own small discovery.
Look at those vistas, all the way down to New Orleans, all the way down to the Gulf. What a beautiful piece of America this is. Y'all gotta come and check it out. It's been a great morning of riding so far. Still cool and just lovely. Heat is supposed to pick up today, but hasn't yet. Still just mid-morning. Great views all morning long. Lovely. Found a nice little roadside stop along the way. You know, you can't turn these things down. And you got the great view of the river right over there. A perfect little spot to make a little bit of breakfast. Pull out a burrito, some peanut butter. Just kind of bolster the old system. I'm definitely starting to, as Julianna puts it, stoking the furnace. Got the furnaces going. I'm definitely burning calories. Feel it. So here's a little history for you. Between 1837 and 1901, more than 40 million board feet of logs floated down the Great Mississippi to sawmills. The last rafting of lumber on the Mississippi came in 1915, ending a rich, exciting, and colorful era in the history of Wisconsin and the Great River. And I would also say it ended a period of time where we cut down almost the entire native virgin forests. They cut down practically every tree in this country at some point or another. And then it all kind of grew back, you know? In the tiny hamlet of Lynxville. Tiny, but at one time it looks like there was something going on here. Now it's got 160 people, I think. Not a lot.
What had been a fabulous morning began to decline somewhat, as the increasing hills, headwinds, and the worsening road conditions took my buoyant mood to task.
Well, our shoulder is deteriorating significantly, and I think our traffic is beginning to increase as well. Should be an interesting, 10, 15, 20 miles? I don't know. In places, this shoulder really seems like maybe it got flooded out or something. A little hard to say, but whatever's patched it isn't working out very well. It's very crackly. There's some big potholes too. So I'm keeping my focus on my riding right now. Having to opt for the highway at times. Just keep my eyes peeled on that mirror so I can duck out of the way in time. Not always easy to do. Come on pretty fast. It's kind of a winding road. A lot of cliffs off to the side here. Need a lot of fallen rocks, but also I think this road has been washed out a couple times. The hills through here are a little tough. A lot of ups and downs, but somehow the downs just don't seem to be compensating for the ups. But I didn't do a lot of training with all this weight, so it's all right. Get my workout in. Yeah, narrow shoulders, disappearing shoulders. Really kind of crappy, rocky, loose soil, high speeds. Fair amount of traffic and steep little hills. Oh yeah, and then there's the headwind. Forgot to mention that. 15 miles an hour. Enough to slow me down a little bit. Shouldn't complain too much though. Not too many people having as much fun as I'm having today. I think that's the hardest climb I've done on this loaded bike since what? Somewhere in France, Sancerre. That's a tough one. It don't last very long, but then you really don't get any momentum on the way down either. I feel like I'm kind of crawling in this last 15 miles or so. It's slow going, for sure. Well, I tell you, these hills have just exhausted me. I think I'm hitting a bit of a wall. I think not a rest day, but spending the afternoon in town is gonna be nice. Put my feet up a little bit. Yeah, my body feels a little fatigued right now. A little beat up. Got just a little ways to go, another mile or so before we can get to a County Road K. A road that at least is much quieter. That'll take me in Prairie du Chien. It'll be nice getting off this highway because it's been busy with some trucks and that kind of thing. And the shoulder getting better now. For a while there, it was just like disappearing all out of the blue. Yeah, and sometimes just potholes like crazy, so it was rough. Anyway, onward and upward. And there we go, there's our turn. That's what I'm talking about. Well, we finally got onto this road, but it would have been nice to have it about 10 miles ago. Like an old steamship, a riverboat. It's kind of parked here off the side of the lake. I like that sign. They still sell hams.
So how's the riding today?
I'm pretty tired, actually. I started out pretty strong this morning, but I think I'm just wearing out a little bit.
Yeah, I bet.
How's Callie doing?
Oh, she's doing great. I just love spending time with her.
Oh, yeah. Well, give her a kiss from me, okay?
Oh, I will.
Downtown Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, which I believe means prairie dog. Looking for an outdoor cafe since my lock seems to be no longer working. With all the little places that they have, I can't find any outdoor cafes or any outdoor lunch places.
I eventually found an outdoor restaurant a couple miles off my route, and I refueled with a delicious lunch of chicken fajitas.
A delightful lunch, Mexican restaurant with a patio so I could keep an eye on my bike. Oh boy, now I got a belly full and a long climb over this bridge, getting over to Marquette. I'm gonna stay in Marquette, Iowa. Heat's really building up right now. Here we go. We got a nice little island over there. A whole lot of water below us.
Now on the Iowa side, I checked into my hotel, and I enjoyed a restful afternoon, free of any agendas.
Just kind of wandering aimlessly through town, checking it out, seeing what's going on. Maybe looking for a place where I can get a little catfish, although that's looking a little unlikely. There's the bridge I came over on. Well, it appears that every restaurant is closed. I mean, there's not very many anyway. They're all closed except for possibly there's a place where I can get a sandwich at the Riverboat Casino. So I'm walking over there to see if I can grab a sandwich. Or there's also Casey's. So if anything, I'll just get some takeout pizza, you know? What a beautiful evening it is. Gorgeous. There's the bridge over to the casino. Walking over the bridge to the casino, it just reeks of cigarette smoke. Of course, what was I thinking? Well, we'll see if it's any good. I think they're closed anyway. Pretty sure I'm gonna end up with a Casey's pizza. That's okay. I ain't too proud.
The man at the casino told me that he couldn't advise eating their hamburgers, so I went with my first Sloppy Joe in decades, immediately regretting my decision. Disappointed, I headed back to the Casey's for a giant slice of pizza, which I managed to carry to my room before it slipped out of my hand, falling top down onto the hotel carpet. I suppose a fine meal tonight just isn't in the cards.